to this computer.
Oh no.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Council Reads. Dylan is still off. He does have the no-nos this week. He should be right. I don't know. He says he's got a sore throat, so we'll let it slide. Nitin is also in isolation, so we went back to the future, and it's Zoom podcasting this week for us. Hello, everybody. We got Fommy.
Hey.
Nitin.
Hello.
David.
Still invincible, yay.
I'm dead set, man. I just feel like sharks are circling me.
Yeah, I told Joff earlier in the week that it's just like me, him, if I'm you're there. It's just like the Avengers when they're all like back to back and in New York and all things swirling around.
Everyone's just coughing on us.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that.
Yeah. Well, I hope Dylan get well soon, buddy. Things have really come off the rails since you've left. But it's seamless. Can't even get together anymore. So yeah, get well soon, bud. We'll see you hopefully next week.
And how are you feeling, Nitin?
Oh yeah, a bit sick. Yep. Runny nose, coughing. The usual.
Yep. Well,
you don't need protection with the mask at home, right?
Other people.
Yeah.
We're not all hermits.
Infect everybody.
We're not all hermits, Dave. We live with other people.
I don't.
I know. That's why I said it.
Dave's alone in his cave.
Information that wasn't needed.
You can fix that. Costs money.
So, comics.
Yes, this week our featured comics are X-Men Immortal. I don't remember how to do this. X-Men Immortal. That was excellent. Spoilers. And from DC, Shadow War Alpha. That was also pretty good. And a few other books to get through. We also got some TV and movie discussions, and also, of course, the film Flashback of the week, which was my pick. The last round of the video game, Ratchet and Clank. We'll get to that later on. All right, let's get away with comics. I know, Dave, you read this? Immortal X-Men.
Immortal X-Men. It's
How
great.
good was it?
Oh, it's so excellent. I love Mr. Sinister in it.
Yes.
He is the best.
It's a very wordy issue, but it's just, the whole issue is just narrated by Sinister, and it is amazing.
And the twist at the end where I had to ask you, it's like, what's Mr. Sinister's like actual power? And
Yeah.
And then I turned the page like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Because it's all about a little bit of spoiler, people. Obviously set after Inferno, so you've got the new Quiet Council after you say you got Mystique and Destiny are on it now, which they didn't want them on there. Anyway, and after the Moira stuff, Magneto quits. He's going to go to retire to Akiyako or however you say it, which is the Mars settlement now. It was an island, but now it's the Mars settlement. They're relocated to Mars. So
he created that, didn't he? So essentially,
pretty much, yes.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so he's I think he's just a bit disenfranchised with how things have turned out after the Moira situation. So obviously they usually Magneto usually submits replacements for the council, but like I can't remember, somebody's like, I don't think he deserves to. Let's go. Let's vote now. Right now, we're voting now. And like he's not happy with that. And really, it's all very council based. Exodus is great in it. He's so good in it. And they get to interview a few people for the prospective role. But it's just Sinister. He's descriptions of people on the council, and like, because he knows what's up. You also get a bit of stuff about him and Destiny, some old stuff, and that he knows stuff because he talked to her a long time ago. It's really good stuff. But Sinister, so great. Like at one stage, he knows what the vote's supposed to be. So then he's like, he's talking to himself. He's like, act surprised. Oh my God. He's like, is that too much? Like it's just, he's great. He's great. If you dig Mr. Sinister, definitely check it out. I think it's the best X-Men issue I've read in quite a while. I'd been a bit over the Krakoa stuff. But this was just fun. And like a lot of the politics side, but in a good way.
In general, do we like the Krakoa stuff?
No. I don't know. Yes and no.
Like, if you took Hickman's name away from it, I wouldn't be such a fan of it. if you know what I mean.
I liked it at first because the X-Men did need something, and it seemed
Yeah.
like a good idea. But
I don't know.
my biggest problem with it is that they're all there,
Yeah.
like the good guys and the bad guys, and
And the status is overpowered.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that because I'm sick of them being the underdog and the downtrodden. They're so powerful. They should be more dominant. I
Yeah.
thought that was a good twist, but there's just no conflict. Like I don't know who they fight.
Ladies that plant plants.
That and the death thing. The death thing's a massive problem.
Yeah.
A massive problem. Why they've done some interesting stuff with it. It's just there's no stakes.
Overall, I don't mind the idea of Krakoa and a mutant society. Like they've had to do that since like
Of course.
Magneto wanted to do that.
Yes.
Whatever, Genosha and all
Yep.
Sister has a good line in the book about that.
Okay, cool. I'll read it when I get it. But yeah, overall, I think they've taken Hickman's idea and sort of diluted it.
Yes.
And decided, oh no, do we like this idea? Thank you, Hickman. You go away now.
Yes.
We're getting people we want to do this now because it's X-Men. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the desired outcome probably isn't what we wanted, but like you said, the initial premise, the Krakoa, the gates, everything like that. I thought that was really cool premises about it. And obviously with Hickman's name attached to it, I thought it could go quite deep. But then, it kind of really just not fell apart, but probably didn't come together how we expected it to. So, it's not something that I can't really have that much of an opinion because I haven't read enough previous X-Men to say what is this better. But where it's going, look, there's been some fun stuff that's come out of it. Like that Lives and Deaths of Wolverine was cool, and that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for everything that's happened with Moira and stuff like that. And I think there's a small, not tie-in, but kind of continuation from that Moira story, perhaps in these books and stuff. So if you've been enjoying that, maybe definitely have a bit of a flick and a read of this one.
Yes.
Maybe definitely do that.
Yeah. Well, that was the first thing I said before we recorded. Nitin, you got to buy this. You were loving the Moira stuff.
Yeah. So if that's definitely the path you've been going down, definitely have a look at this book because it's
don't expect much, but
where it's going, you could be pleased.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think the concept's great, and there's still some interesting stuff there, even the bits I don't like, but there's too many books, because that was part of the problem.
Sure.
Wanted
those back pages were mental.
I mean,
and it's here in Marauders, and then it's here in X-Force, and then
it's too much. It's too much.
I said it before. If they didn't put out 1 million books right after House and Powers, I may have continued with it.
Yeah.
But they dumped out 20 books at once. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do this.
For sure. Alrighty. Also this week, Shadow War Alpha. The Shadow War Alpha is sort of a Batman, Deathstroke, and Robin crossover. Spoilers, because it's the whole point of the book. They whack Ra's al Ghul.
Oh.
So he gets assassinated in this. So that's
this
why
is a one shot or a mini?
This is a one shot, and then the part 2 will be in Robin, and part 3 will be
right, okay,
whatever.
Right, makes sense.
I think part 1 will be Batman. But
and stuff.
It's some beautiful art by what's his name? Bogdanovic. I really like this. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I can't speak.
I don't know.
You're probably right.
I'm guessing.
Like look at this Batman.
It's
nice.
I really like his stuff.
That's a mix between Miller and
he's Capullo.
Finch.
He's Capullo, bro. Look at that. You telling me that's not Capullo?
Oh yeah, that's Capullo for sure. Yeah. Just that first image you showed me.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit fat.
Yes. So it's obviously been building up in Deathstroke and Robin. Because like the first arc of the Robin book, first 2 arcs, I think, was he went to do the Enter the Dragon deal. It was a tournament on the Lazarus Island. And that worked out how it worked out. And there's a new Deathstroke protege, Respawn. Who one of my customers was explaining to me the other day who he was, and I'm not so sold on that. Thanks, Sarah, for the recap of Deathstroke and Robin. So yes, so like Ra's al Ghul at the start of this is going to turn himself in. Him and Talia. He wants to, and she's not so keen on it because he's like realized what he's been doing, the way he's been fighting is not helping anything. He's all about the environment, so to speak, and eco-terrorists and assuming people, but he's failed as well, so they're gonna hang themselves to dry, sort of thing. And he gets Captain America on the steps. And so yeah, there's somebody is set up to look like the assassin. He says he's not the assassin. Robin, I'm sure, is ready to kill somebody because that's his granddad. And yeah, he plays Bruce, I think, a bit. Yes. It was very good first issue. Great art. The art, I can't say enough good stuff about the guy's art. Yes. Old school Deathstroke in there. Oh,
Nice.
wait, that might be spoilers, actually. We won't show that. But it was very good. Very, very good.
Interesting.
A couple of more issue ones this week I was going to give a spotlight to. You had Radiant Red, part of the Radiant Black universe. I haven't read much Radiant Black, but I read Rogue Sun the other week, and so this is the next one in the sort of series. I read this. This is she's like a young female who gets powers and robs banks.
Nice.
And it was not bad. It was a bit light on action for a first issue. Obviously, she's spinning out of. She's been in the Radiant Black series, now she's getting her own. So at first I was a little lost, but by the end I sort of worked out what was going on.
Well, that's good. So you can jump straight in if you haven't had too much previous. That's nice.
100%. Because the first few pages I'm like, oh, what's going on here? But it did a pretty good job of explaining.
Sure.
Without giving you too much of what her deal is and where, but maybe go, oh, maybe I'll check it out.
Okay.
But yeah, not bad new Image comic.
Nice.
Also this week, #1 from Image. Well, #1's a bit of a stretch. But Astro City is back. Astro City's been missing for quite a few years, since basically the demise of Vertigo at DC. Going back home to where it all started at Image Comics back 25 years ago.
Okay.
So it's Kurt Busiek and Brett Anderson, Alex Ross, the crew back together. This one, I read this. This is really good. Astro City's Astro City, right? This is like about a bunch of teen heroes who go on a road trip in '69 after the Teen Titans, the main team, die.
Oh.
So they're, the kids are all 18 or about to become 18, and I think it's a, usual. What am I going to do? Live my life. But now it's, do we want to do this anymore? Our friends just died.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. So it was really good. Astro City. It's a great book. I've always wanted to. I've tried it a few times, but I never got it from the start. And like they weren't great at putting trades out. Image this week just did a trade as well.
Okay.
Ad on the back. So I picked that up. So I'm looking forward to reading that. It's a very Silver Age to modern generational sort of stuff. With their Superman is the main character, I guess. Very old school comics. Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross designs every character basically. Does every cover. But yeah, that was really good. I really liked it.
Cool. Very cool.
That. So if you like something a bit old school or you want something a bit different, check it out. New #1 this week from DC, Batman Beyond the White Knights. Batman Beyond the White Knight, yes. So this is the 3rd or 4th Batman White Knight series.
Got a few of them on the shelf, Jay?
No, they're all gone. I thought you might know that.
Man, dead set. Well, I was in there with bloody Dylan not around. Poor bloke needs a bit of a hand. So unfortunately, the only one he could find was me at that time because Nitin was out of commission, and Dave just sits there reading bloody comic books, so he doesn't help anyway. But I was there for only 3.5 hours, 3.5 maybe 4 hours. And yeah, if I had $1 for every time someone walked in and said, "Can I get a copy of Batman Beyond?"
You got free comics.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah,
like
crazy.
Obviously,
damn,
Sean Murphy's art is
to the point. I haven't seen any of this.
I've not read any of the Batman White Knights. It's his own universe, his own take on stuff. Everything's very different. I was a little lost on this, I'll be honest, because I didn't know what's going on.
So is it Bruce Wayne in there?
Yeah, Bruce Wayne's he's old and he's in jail.
Batman Beyond.
But it's Batman Beyond.
Oh yeah, Beyond.
Yeah,
Beyond. Sorry.
Cool. Yeah.
No, but
I keep thinking White Knight. It's like,
But I think it's just where it's been set up in his universe as well. That Bruce is in jail, and Jason Todd's one of the guards, and Dick's like one of the main coppers. And
okay.
Jason, I think, is in this Earth. Jason was the original Robin,
right?
And then Dick's the Robin too, I think, is what I understood. I was a little lost, but the art is just crazy. You got some Harley Quinn stuff because the last series was a Harley Quinn series. But yeah, Batman looks badass even though he's in jail. There's a good picture of Batman. Yeah, I think he sort of runs the prison still. Grey beard, orange jumpsuit,
looking buff.
Yeah, smacking people out.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good, but I was intrigued. I'm like, oh man, I think I might have to buy these White Knight trades and catch up.
How many
I
has there been?
got none to buy. It was Batman White Knight, and then Curse of White Knight, and then Harley Quinn. So this is the fourth series, and I think in there is like a asterisk editor's note that a Red Hood one's coming next.
It couldn't like that's something they should make into a series, like ongoing, but.
Yeah, but I don't think he can work an ongoing pace.
Oh, get someone else to like write a couple stories. I wouldn't hurt, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like the idea of keeping a dude doing his vision. Somebody else did one of the art.
Yeah.
The Harley one maybe. It wasn't his art, but his writing. But if you're gonna get a dude to have his own little
true.
Own version of it, just let him do it. One mini a year is perfectly fine. All right. Let's look at some other books. Hulk. Let's hear about the Hulk.
Hulk. It just keeps. I read this in the shop on Thursday when I was in there working hard, and holy hell! Like,
look at that.
Yeah, that's Otley is just loving life right now.
Yeah,
the fun he is having with these pages.
Especially like when he ramps up.
Well, he's up to level 8. It is off the charts. And that's what I'm flicking, and I went, oh, okay, so we get to see what stage 5 is. And I said to Jay, what do you reckon stage 5 is? And he was talking about demons and different stuff, and I showed the gods, and then we don't even see what 7 and 8.
Yeah.
We see 6, which is demons, which I was quite shocked to see the Hood in that. But anyway, might see some Donny Cates Hood coming up soon, which would be great. But yeah, we don't even see level 7 and 8. So this whole book is just off the charts. It is unreal. So a bit of background, I guess, for people that aren't reading it, but probably should jump on. The Hulk is being piloted essentially like a Gundam by Bruce Banner as a Smashtronaut. He's gone to another dimension. Of course, this all makes. Of course, he's gone to another dimension.
Of course.
And there's another Bruce Banner, obviously, and in this dimension, General Ross is the president.
And a badass president.
And we find out a lot in this issue that he's a badass. And they've kept monsters made monsters essentially through the radiation, and they're all setting them upon this Hulk, which they're now trying to, I guess, take so they can use him to destroy other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is essentially what it is, which is just evil government crazy bullshit. It's awesome. The Parker bit at the end too. So
man,
in this issue, there's like a full radioactive radioactive sized giant Peter Parker spider hybrid thing that he's fighting, and there's some real heart at the end of it too. I'm loving everything Cates is doing at the moment. I really should be reading Thor, to be honest, but okay. Even Nitin, what were your thoughts on this book? Because you were saying how interesting it was in the chat this week.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like just where the piloting bit goes.
Yeah.
And who take them.
Yeah, do we want to talk about that or leave that? Yeah, okay, cool.
It's very interesting, I'm just saying.
Yes.
It's not the direction I thought it was going to go.
Yes.
Which is really good.
There's a mutiny of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess also if you're enjoying Immortal Hulk and you didn't pick this up, there probably might be elements coming up that you might enjoy from Immortal Hulk is probably one way we could put it. But yeah, it's I can't wait to see what this is. So end of the arc, next issue.
Yeah, and then after that's a Thor crossover.
That's right, the Banner of War crossover coming up. Nice.
Like it's been really good. Like it's weird, and you still don't really understand how it's what's going on. But it's just so fun. Every issue you see this Hulk just destroying people, or monsters, or things, or whatever. It is legit Hulk smash. And that's what I wanted after Immortal. I loved Immortal, but
Donnie did say that's kind of what was coming.
Yep.
The old school, but just Hulk smash essentially.
Because at first when it started, I was like, "Oh, this is a bit too not exactly what I wanted." But it's got the best of both worlds. The weird psycho Hulk stuff, but then just giant monster fights.
And penciled beautifully.
Oh, interesting to see who fills in when he needs gaps.
It's basically Donny Cage just saying, "All right, Ollie, what do you want to draw this week?"
Oh, for sure.
Or this month, or what I mean.
Yeah.
No doubt.
This week we also got a lot of Carnage Forever variants, and unfortunately there wasn't a lot to call out, but I had to pick this one up because it was quite a stunner. If you can see that, all right. Yeah, it's a rip.
Yeah, I thought it was pick of the bunch. That and Silver Surfer.
Yeah, which I've also got. I'll show that when we get to it.
Yes. All right. What about let's change that. Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. What an issue.
Yeah, it slowed down a little the last couple of issues. It was still good.
Yeah.
But it's back up. And it was still a quick read, but we got a lot of information.
It was the most.
And a lot of download in regards to everything that's been going on and how he's gotten to where he is now in this crazy story that Rick Redeemer's done a great job on. I'm really glad I picked this book up. I knew Redeemer from when he was doing Venom stuff back in the day, so I knew he could write some good stuff. But this book is just that good left of center, no superheroes, no nothing, just a really cool mystery, kind of like one of the other books we'll probably talk about in a minute.
For sure. And the art, man, I got it. Like, this is some of the best storytelling in comics. Like, look at this page. It's nothing. It's just a couple of blokes working on a roof. But the way he just, so good. So good.
Yep.
He's very simple art, but very storyboard like. You know, that I complained about step by step issue 1 that it was too much. It needed to be more like this, and this is great. The emotions are there. A bit more info this time on who's what and what's where and why and how.
And if you didn't get
still mystery.
If you didn't get to jump on, they do for this 5-part trades.
Yes.
So the trade's actually out.
Yes. This week, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So it's actually advertised in the back of the book. So this is issue 6 is actually the first of the next lot. So definitely a time to jump on, and then you could start getting the single issues from here if you wanted to, or continue on with the trades. But yeah, 5-issue trades, definitely a good read. It won't take you a long time, but at the same time, you're not going to feel ripped off because the story is really intriguing, especially where that 5th issue finishes.
Yes.
It's I can't talk this book up enough. I really, really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good. All right, let's go back to Marvel. Ghost Rider number 2 this week. You read this, Bombs?
I had a flick. I didn't read it, but I had a flick when I was in the shop. Looked interesting.
Very interesting. So last issue, Johnny Blaze sort of lost his memory, and he'd been in a fake prison town. He escapes the town at the end of the issue, and he's on the road. Bike's all messed up, so he stops at a hotel where the dude who owns the hotel's full, creeping out. Windows, mirrors, tunnels behind.
You interrupted me eating.
Yes. And you get some demon stuff, and you got a weird FBI chick following Blaze, and
you still get that eyeball in his in his skull. Yeah, it's creepy as hell. I don't know where it's going, but I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. It is weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot more blood and gore, I guess you could probably put for a Ghost Rider book. I kind of thought I was watching an episode of Mr. Pickles for a minute there. Some of that, the way that dungeon was done, but it was really weird. Really, you could see it straight away. As soon as you come out in that panel and go, you interrupting your eating, I'm like, oh, hang on a minute.
Yes, eating what? It's very got that quirky, weird demon horror thing going on, and single issue feeling too. Like there's a story arc, but the story got done. Next issue, definitely. We'll see what happens. But not bad so far. Not bad. All right, let's go back to Image. Newburn, Bombs. Tell us all about it.
Oh man, so I had to catch up on Newburn. I had 2 issues, which is sensational to do because the 2 issues, probably say they're probably the best 2 so far. Because you saw, so Newburn is a detective that anyone that hasn't jumped on, Newburn's a detective that works for the mafia essentially, but he works for all the different families. They've all got a deal where but then at the same time, he's kind of working with the coppers and the detectives to help solve crimes that they don't want to or can't. So he's kind of safe. But now in the last issue, a copper got done in. So the cop union wanted him from that last issue. So that all went down really cool. You guys would have spoken about that. So in this issue, he's in jail. And just like a few of the last things I've seen recently with jail scenes, Moon Knight comes to mind, Daredevil, Punisher, it stood up just as well next to them all. They put him in the cell. It all comes down to knowledge is power.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what you look like, how tough you are, who you are, and what you've done. If you know stuff, you can definitely get yourself out of trouble, and that's what this issue definitely provides.
So it smacks you in the face. It just starts him in prison. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, what I missed.
Did I miss this shit?
And I know I didn't miss anything because I literally just read issue 4. So I'm like, okay, and then once you get a little bit more into it, you realize exactly where he's going with it and how it all went down. But mind you, at the start, when he talks about I'm in here, I'm useless and all this, I'm like, shit, they've got him.
Yeah, he's in big trouble.
Yeah, and then as the story unfolds, you realize it's the old saying that I'm not locked up in here with you, you're in here locked up with me. Okay. So,
the first time he's in the yard, straight away they're up on him, and how he gets out of that first confrontation, goal. Just turns them against each other.
He wasn't there to help him. Because he's there banging his missus. Yeah. Oh, so good. Yeah. Once again, it's just another book, independent book that's not superhero. It's just bloody good writing, good storytelling, and again, tells a good story. That penciling, some of those yard scenes, and when they're all playing cards, and just everything. I just really, really dig this book. I keep saying it. It's the best TV show to not be a TV show yet.
Oh man, just screams it. It. And this issue, new backup. A shout out to the backup feature.
So have you been reading the letters pages?
Nah.
I don't know why I haven't, but I did this time. So the backups essentially are all they're not anything to do with the main story.
Yep.
And they're done by different people every time. Yep. And it's just a one and done small crime story over 3 pages.
Yep.
4 pages.
Yep.
Sensational work.
I liked the previous one was the brothers.
That one I loved.
Yeah, that was great.
That was excellent. That car ride out of jail. Was so good. That
was great. But this one, I thought this one was very
this one was really good too. Yeah, very much so.
Black and white, like Coney Island sort of girl working. Oh, it was good.
Goth girl and the way she, it was.
Because what do you get? Like 4 pages over a couple of issues. It's like a single issue over in chapters. But yeah, Newburn. We talk about it every time, but get on it, people. We miss now.
It's the best. And what I'm guessing, being that's issue 5, will that be the end of the?
I'm not sure where they're trading that at. Maybe 6.
Probably 6.
Yeah, maybe 6. Because they're so single issues. You could really trade it anywhere.
I reckon it'll be 6 because there's nothing. Normally they'll advertise in the back 5 like they did with the other. So well, that's good. Trade coming soon.
For sure. All righty, what do we got here? Let's go. Silver Surfer Rebirth.
Oh, this is good. This book's great.
Did you boys read any of these books? Come on, get him, boy.
No, I read something and turned me off.
You got shit taste in comics, then. You're missing out. This book is excellent.
Ron Lim, man. Look at that. Galactus. Beautiful.
So good. Okay, so
what's going on with this book, Jay?
It's a flashback tale, but then it's previous issue, Surfer and Thanos, they realize they got to work together to fight whatever's going on. But then they keep getting things will just happen, and then time will change.
Like reality's being played.
Yes. Who would know how that would happen? So they get separated last issue. So this is Surfer off doing his thing.
So Surfer away
back to
back to Galactus's herald.
Yep.
And he's like, hang on, what's happened here?
Yeah, I don't want to go eat worlds again. So we're not eat worlds, but help someone eat worlds.
Help you, yeah.
Well, Thanos got sent to Nebula, basically. Nebula's ready to kill him or work with him, then kill him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That works. Yeah, that works out well for her.
Yeah, as usual.
Look at this page, though. Look at that.
Yeah.
All the surfers. You know, give me a bit of a Johnny Basimo. Give me a bit of a Jack Kirby style. Surface through time. It's a hard book to talk about.
Yeah.
You don't really know what's
Thanos
going
with
on.
death as well was really good to see. And then
big reveal at the end.
Massive reveal at the end. Jack of Hearts will be playing his cards in the next issue, I imagine.
Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry. And this was the other Carnage one that was quite a good one. His card board.
Yeah.
Not great, but that Hulk one's definitely a standout. But it's no Dazzler.
The Dazzler one was the best. That was worse than that. At least she looked cool. Ghost Rider one, please.
You wouldn't know. Besides the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The eyes have got the bit.
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Alrighty. DC Vampires, number 6. We're halfway through. Holy
shit. Yeah, I flicked this one. Yeah.
Okay. So where we're at, we got the Bat family, who Bruce had made them all tested to make sure none of them are vampires, so they're all so sweet. So the Bat family and Green Arrow are on the run. They know who's a vampire now out of Justice League. So Wonder Woman and Green Lantern come to try to convince Bruce to join them again. And obviously, a fight happens. And the Bat family's all sorted to get thingy. And then, holy crap, where did that come from?
Someone gets a bit punchy.
Yes. And you find out
I think you just need to show it. Show the page. Okay. Stuff it. It's halfway through. People are either reading or they're not. If you're not, jump on.
Yeah, if you're not reading, close your eyes and block your ears.
Yeah, and if you've got it and haven't read it, look at that. Straight through. Yeah, that way a bit.
Yeah.
I love that it cracked the bat symbol on his chest.
Yes.
That was excellent.
So that, obviously, the man in blue there is the Lord of Vampires. So I was not expecting that at all.
Oh, so I didn't know that bit. That's cool.
It's not the...
He's the head vampire now.
Oh, nice.
What happened to the green one?
What green one? Oh, no. Well, he was not the head. He was just a minion.
Okay.
They capture him in Wonder Woman.
Well, it's the Nightwing. That makes sense.
Yes.
Do you know if Soups is or not yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, the whole family breakdown after that. That was a couple of cool pages there.
Oh man, because the rest of the boys just go. Because the last couple of issues, first couple of issues I really liked. The last couple of issues, but picked right back up. Very good. All right, talking about sort of big wacky alternate worlds. Let's go the other way. Dark Ages finished.
Yeah, what a finish.
Yeah, finished strong. This same thing, started good, but a little lost in the middle. I just never lost. I just wanted more, and everything seemed to be happening fast.
You nailed it before the pod when you said it should have been fleshed out more. Would have worked as a 12-parter.
Yeah.
It's Tom Taylor, so he can do 12-parters. But yeah, if we'd seen this fleshed out, I'm not just saying it because how quickly the Venom Carnage symbiote got destroyed. But yeah, I wanted to see more of this world. I like the characters. I like the way they're fleshing out, and it kind of, I don't know. I don't want to get too spoilery, but does it feel like we might get that down the track in a different way?
I do think there'll be more.
But if that's the case, then that's a bit of a missed trick because you should have done more here and fleshed out a lot of the different villains and different things like that a little bit more. But yeah.
Because I get it was a simple concept, but the Apocalypse side of things especially. Like, I would have liked a bit more where I've seen him get these people and build his team or his, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, you're like, okay, how?
And then maybe all the people that he had captured downstairs, how he got some of those people as well, because that was a surprise that some of those people were still alive and there. So,
absolutely.
To all the bitching though, I love the book.
It's a great issue.
I don't know if it's book of the week because I read so many damn books, but it's definitely up there. And it's very skip past at the front because there's a lot to go through in this book. But God damn, I love Miles in the Venom suit with the hoodie.
Yes.
That is a great look.
That's not bad, yeah.
It really is. And that does explain a little bit on how the symbiotes joined together and why they did and stuff, which was cool. And I think the underplayed bits in this are Octavius and Wolvie.
Yes.
Because especially that Octavius bit, that was excellent.
Yeah, that was excellent.
You
know, this could have done with, even if it was just going to be a 6-parter, one shots, like,
and they love a
like
one shot.
Miles one shot. You know, sort of like Heroes Reborn was doing.
Yep, totally agree.
No, I think more.
Dave and Nittins, you guys read this?
I haven't read the
waiting for you to stop
last
talking.
two.
Oh,
Not going to happen.
sorry.
Go for it.
Jump in.
No, it's fine. I was quite the opposite. I felt it's dropped off a cliff like issue 3 onwards. I don't know. The first few issues were great.
Yeah.
I was really digging it. And then
Mhm.
3 and 4, it just seemed like, rushed. Like, it could have been 12 parts easily.
Yep.
It just seems that they had so much stuff to do and they just crammed it in.
Yeah, it's weird pacing.
3 episodes. It's like, I don't know, the last issue of the last Doctor Doom series.
Yes.
Where he's
2 years worth in one page.
2 years worth of storylines in like 2 pages throughout the whole book is completely painful. But there was a whole lot of great stuff that could have been done, stretch out to 12 issues. The great bits I liked. I liked the bit with Kilgrave and Deadpool. That was just great. Yep, that's it.
And then the Jess.
Why
Jess
no one did that immediately?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what else was there? The Blade bit with Apocalypse and Dracula, right?
Yep.
Just plays like
2 for 1.
Yeah, like this is Christmas for me.
Yeah.
That bit was great. It could have been stretched out. It just seems like it was a rush job ending in 3 issues.
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
Oh, totally. I agree. But I enjoyed what we got though. For what it could have been.
Like this fight could have been in more than 1 page.
Oh, hell yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Couple
That's
of
what I'm saying. It could have been 12 issues easily. It would have been even better.
Yeah.
Oh, totally agree.
Overall,
I need more.
Overall, it was fine. It just probably 6 issues was not what it should have been.
Like that panel where it's like Octavius has been torn in half. So it's quarter Octavius.
Yes. I think it'll probably read way better as a trade. Because it'll just be one story and it'll be just bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because because it's so drawn out at times, but so fast at times. So in one go, I think it'll move better, maybe. I don't know. It was odd. I just wanted more of the world.
Yeah.
Got some great designs, and you just felt wasted. Alrighty. I think I got about one more I read. Iron Fist. Yeah, whatever. It's not.
No. I flipped it. Was there any even Denny Rand? Oh no, and there was terrible.
Yeah, it was Danny
The
Rand.
art was terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was, it's just not good. I'm sorry, but it's just not good. Next.
Oh.
Who else read books? What did you read, people?
I read Batman FaZe Clan.
Why?
FaZe Clan?
Don't know.
What is that? Can you show us it?
Yes.
Oh, it's in conjunction with like an e-gaming group or
They're
whatever.
an esports
clan.
team.
Yeah, that's
Like if you're really, really a massive like fan of FaZe Clan, then yeah, pick it up. But apart from that,
and like a tie-in, whatever. It's
Thanks,
fine.
Ricky
They do
Bobby.
that. You know, they
Put
do
your
that
hands
all
down,
the
man.
time.
It's got a cool original.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Yeah, they just do tie-ins all the time, so it's not really a big deal. It's not like it's in continuity.
No.
I wonder if they paid for it.
That's what I want to know. Who's paying who?
Mm.
Somebody's paying. Somebody's making money out of this.
Mm.
And this is what killed your joy of comics for the week, Dave?
yep.
Okay.
Because I started with Immortal X-Men. It's like, oh yeah, and then
It's your
like,
fault for reading
Well,
it in
lucky,
the first
hey, it
place.
could have been worse, man. You could have started with
start
that.
that, yeah. Like for the bad rep that FaZe Clans had in the past, they've really like their PR people must be like the best people on earth or something.
What's their bad rap about?
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah.
I think it's just abuse online, like continuous abuse of line. Like their
They
members.
abuse people or they get abused.
Yeah, FaZe Clan have been like abusing like general public in online gaming,
Ah.
like in the past. Not
Uh-huh,
probably not now, but yeah, just being
Right.
But
really like
are they like, as in, they're
toxic.
just assholes, or are they
No.
defending themselves because they're copping shit because they're a bit more famous? And
No, just being toxic. I think in general, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
but it's old. Like
So
it's a while back.
FaZe Clan are paying
Yeah, it
as
sounds like
as PR
yeah.
clean up
Probably.
for sure. Thanks for you fixed it, Dave.
Yeah.
You made us work out who's paying who. But somebody was paying somebody.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So that was it. That was all you read.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember. Oh wait,
You read something else, didn't you?
I swear I did.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have helped at the shop, so you would have read something.
I thought you read something
Keep
else.
going. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was an image though.
I read the second issue of Step by Bloody Step.
You read it.
Yeah, well, I read it.
I looked at the pictures.
I really like this. I
Yep.
know you guys don't, but I dig just the visual storytelling and the world building that's happening. Because there's no English in it, just
Yeah.
like whatever alien language they are. I don't know. It makes it better, so you just do your own interpretation of what you think is going in it. So
I need to have a look at that.
I got a cough. Hold on.
You've got a cough button. Look how professional you are.
I would have just coughed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it all out, son.
Let the flemage out.
Yeah, no, I dig the story and like it's just a real nice little fantasy story that's going
Yep.
on, like techno future medieval sort of story.
Yep.
Because it seems like it's set in the future after technology has gone, and the art is beautiful. This is the double
Art is.
page. It's great.
Higher.
Up a bit.
Go
Up
up
a
a
bit.
bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
look at
yeah.
that.
That little.
It's very pretty. Because that was one of my
If the-
problems with the first issue. It was too pretty.
If the art was not great, I don't think I would enjoy it as much. But the art
sure,
is
for
very
sure.
good, and you got to be good art to tell a story. And it's like double size paid book too. So I don't know. I dig it.
Yeah. Oh, I can see what's very likable about it. I just like I read the first one. And I just like I think I would have enjoyed it so much more with words.
Hmm.
Um,
I read Excellent too.
Yep. How was that?
Still weird. Still Mike Allred weird. It looks very pretty. And it's just setting on Zeitgeist, who was member of the
He was like the main
Ecstatics
guy,
before.
right?
Yeah, he was Ecstatics. Now he's got his own team.
Yeah.
Who's rivaling the Ecstatics because he sort of died, and he's jealous, and he's making his own team. He's a bad guy now, I guess.
Sure.
But pretty cool. Pretty it just looks pretty. It's Mike
Yeah.
Allred. I just like Mike Allred's art.
It's just a wacky superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Just-
And they've got their own version of Dupe, which is Pood, which is Dupe spelled backwards.
Excellent. What color is he?
Purple. I don't know if you can see it. Like in the corner there.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Oh, dark purple.
Yeah.
hmm.
Dupe made it for him while he was recovering. So they just stole it when he went rogue with his team. I know. I'm digging it just because it's Mike Allred.
Yeah.
And just Mike Allred wacky that I like.
Yes.
That's about it.
Fair enough.
All right.
Foms, what about yourself? Finishing
Well,
more catching up?
couple of things that I think you guys may have read but may not have spoken about. Crimson Cage 4. I think
Oh,
you
so
didn't read-
good.
Yes, we did.
Did you
speak
guys?
about it.
You just spoke
Yeah.
about that? Yeah, that was excellent.
That was book of the week. when
Best
that came
best
out.
issue yet.
Yeah,
Best issue yet.
definitely. Mainly just for the interview scenes alone.
Yeah.
Those backstage interview scenes, like those ones there, especially with the one with the headlock.
Yep.
And then the reveal at the end. Holy hell, that was an interesting reveal too.
Yes.
Where old mate
Why he wasn't home?
Why he
Yeah.
wasn't sleeping next to his
Yeah.
lovely wife. Yeah. What else then? Did you talk about Girl Scouts?
No. I don't think we did we?
We didn't.
No,
I think
I
you read
didn't
that.
mention I read it though, but
Yeah, I love this book. It is so stupid. It's so crazy. It's so out there. The fact that he just does everything himself. Jim Mafood, just loving his work. I love probably the best Macho Tailfin issue as well. It was the 90s. 90s.
yeah.
So
90s image.
So Macho Tailfin, they go into the comic shop to go look at the back issues, and this time around they found a 90s image version, and it is just balls to the wall, full on swearing, like skull effery, and it is just ripping people in half. And then the dad's like, what about, oh, and he's like, no, we just close it up now. And then I think it's at the end he says, he's talking about the kid's talking about being a psychosexual with a knife in his hand. So
sexual.
Yeah. So love your work, Jim Foot.
Yeah, and one of his art pieces on SNL this week.
I saw that. That was really cool.
Ah.
Yeah, on the back of one of the sketches.
Yeah.
Dark Knights of Steel, you guys already spoke about that.
Yes.
Really liking parts of that book. Other parts, not so much. With the Kents,
Elaborate. I gotta get my charger. I forgot.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, you guys did speak about it, but yeah, the stuff with who actually killed the Lightning King's son and the Poison Ivy stuff was pretty cool. But yeah, the stuff at the end with Kal-El and with the Kents and stuff like that kind of didn't really do a huge amount for me. So that one there, I'll continue with. Very intriguing, but yeah, bits and pieces aren't the greatest part of it. But what is great is Moon Knight. Moon Knight was a couple of weeks ago. This issue was awesome. You kind of had like a demon building, which is now their like head office, which is just freaking cool. He's just going to be locking people in rooms and never going to be able to get out. They're going to think they're in like a labyrinth. So yeah, that book was phenomenal, especially coming on from the one shot when he was in jail. Finally read Strange. That was really, really cool as well. I really enjoyed the difference. I think you guys spoke about it as well, but the fact that she's not human and she doesn't care about people's lives.
What issue was that? One?
First issue.
Yeah, issue 1. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. So that was from a couple of weeks ago, but
yeah.
Just everything around it. And then at the end, when she thought that a certain person was being brought back, and then who they actually did bring back, that was really interesting on what they're going to do with that. Makes sense with timing with different movies coming out soon, but yeah, that was really cool. Carnage #1 I read as well. Actually really enjoyed the first story. The second story was weird. I don't know. This had full sinister, but then it was like a PSA story at the end of it. But yeah, the V story, I know you were saying that you weren't a big fan of the symbiote by itself and stuff like that, but I actually like where that could go. Like if he builds upon himself by killing other, whether it be villains or superheroes, and taking their powers into the symbiote and not needing a host. I don't know, something a bit different.
Well, I'm pretty sure the host is in that first issue.
Who will be the host?
Yeah.
Well, probably, but if not,
that's what I think.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Not the guy that wants to be the host.
It's the other guy.
The other guy?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
That's what I think it would go.
Yeah, nice. Well, that'd be nice. Yeah, okay.
Which is interesting.
It is interesting if that's the case.
But they're just making another anti-hero if they go that route, though.
Oh, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Because Carnage, I think, is going to corrupt.
Mind you, there was those couple of lines there where he's talking about that was Cletus, not me. I didn't like the massacring and stuff like that. So Dave might be onto something there.
Yeah.
I hope it's the other way. I hope it's the corruption and it's him fighting the inner demons. But I'm feeling
because I hate it. Like if a character becomes popular and marketable, then they have to be an anti-hero. They can't be like
you
pure
wouldn't
evil.
Think
you know,
they do it again when they did it with the other symbiote, though.
Yeah, and like they would have done it a decade ago or more with Carnage if that was the plan. I would have thought.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they've done such a big job the last 2-3 years making him the bad symbiote you could get. I'd be shocked.
I don't want it, but I can, and they are doing some. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're making me think about that now, but yeah, the backup story was really weird, and what's his called, the last backup, the Wizard of If, and He's Nuts. Yeah. That was terrible. They were funny last time, but yeah, they were really disappointing this time around. To say that it's not a full comic book for its size is a goddamn lie. Because this book is freaking unbelievable. It's out there. The art is amazing. There's your first page. is essentially about these aliens that have taken the image of voluptuous women, and they are soul-sucking people, gentlemen callers, and this heavy metal drummer has been imbued with the power to be able to see them, and this is the second issue where he now knows how to destroy them and what he needs to do. I don't know what this book is. I don't know where it's going, but it is amazing. It's over the top. Had its second Black Sabbath reference in it this time again, which was really cool. So it's one of my favorite books going around, and I don't know, you're not only getting a few issues for the shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like your out there crazy shit, the art is actually really, really cool too. Like not just the psychedelic stuff. It's got a little bit of a dirty Scott Pilgrim look to it. And then there's some cool craziness going on there. So yeah, heavy metal drummer. I'm still not sure exactly what's going on, but I'm loving it and cannot recommend it highly enough.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
This is beautiful. This is book of the week. This is book of the month. This is mini series of the year. It is everything I wanted it to be, and it could just go into the ether and no one would ever know about it because it's the story, the layers, what they did, how they did it all. And then I honestly, the best has to be Shep missing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cowboy grocery manager. I love this book. Oswald's Body, that's the final issue. What a trade it's going to be too, because I'm guessing that comes out in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Awesome way to wrap it up. I can finally say for a mini that I'm not disappointed with the ending. You didn't fall flat. I didn't know how they were going to end it, but it definitely didn't fall flat. The way it all came to a head with the showdown at the OK Corral was just beautiful. I know you guys have already spoken about it, so I won't say much more. But
that was good.
It really
it's a
was
book
good.
that you don't see much talk about it online or anywhere. We're the only people I see talking it up. So good.
That shows where the smart people are, doesn't it?
That's right.
They're right here talking about that awesome book. So yeah, regarding the matter of Oswald's Body, it's getting tough because it's only bloody April and I've got like 2 of my 3 tops for miniseries already, which sucks. But
well, maybe not though. You never know, they might get bumped out.
Yeah, that's true too. I don't know, it's gonna be tough for those 2. But yeah, that's it. That's all I read at the moment. I've still got a few other things to catch up on, but we'll talk about that next week.
Do a power bomb's coming out.
Do a power bomb.
Yeah.
I told Dave the other day I just put on all our cards.
Getting it too, Dylan.
Yep. It was just done. Next. Alrighty. Actually, some comic news. DC Round Robin. They did it last year. It's a voting sort of system to pick who's going to get a mini. Last year, it was won by Robins, which is out presently. I think it's issue 5 and 6 out at the moment, where all the Robins are teaming up. This year, no Bat books, which I think was a smart choice, DC, because you know that was just going to win, and the last thing they need is more Bat books.
So it's a 16 sort of concepts that are done in a tournament format.
Nice.
I'll just show you the little
bracket.
Bracket.
So it goes like a March Madness kind of deal.
Yes.
Okay.
So apparently round 1 is already done, but I
do believe
find the results. But I didn't really look hard enough.
Yeah, no.
But we'll talk about the concepts.
There's some really good ones.
Yeah, like the one with the Hawks.
Yes.
I really dig that's like the idea of the Hawkman and Hawker woman never had a child.
Yes.
And someone who's rocked up saying, well, I'm your kid.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Because people don't know, the deal with the Hawkman and Hawkgirl in modern is they just reincarnate their crossed lovers every time they meet up, whatever. So how would they've never had a kid in centuries?
Cool.
And it's like Hector Hall, hot-headed Razorwing like makes me sound like Hawk World.
Yes, that's what I thought straight away.
Very interesting. There's pretty cool ones. There's nice little, like all of them sound pretty good.
They do.
Like the Wildcat one sounds cool. I
thought the Wildcat one sounded great. I would buy that.
There was a question which sounds interesting. Constantine,
you're like, whatever.
So it's like Suicide
demon.
Squad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got. Hang on, let's make sure I'm looking at published 5 days ago. The most certain winners appear to be Green Lantern, Birth of Conspiracy, which has garnished 62% of the vote so far over to Captain Carrot, and his best friend Darkseid, 37%, and Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow, which has received 59% over Cyborg, CyberGod, 40%. The closest DC is the DC Horror Presents Ghost Tour from Hell with 51 versus Animal Man with 49%.
Surely you would think the Animal Man would get up, you would think, right?
Mm.
But yeah, the Green Lantern one does sound pretty interesting. With John Stewart, sort of Green Lantern. There's some really good books.
So round 2 begins April 5th and runs through to April 10th.
The Firestorm one, which I'm interested in, but that's
obviously.
There's very some so you can vote by is a hashtag vote?
I think
Or is
so.
there a website?
No, I think it's social media of some kind.
Right.
Do your own research, people. We don't work things out.
Google DC Round Robin. You'll find it and see all the concepts that are out there. There's some very good concepts that I would like all of them to see.
Yeah, there's quite a few. The
problem is they don't do who the creative teams will be.
No.
But I think they'll just see who the winner is and assign a team.
Yes.
Who would suit. That Hawkwoman Changeling, that's really tight. That's 51 to 49. But actually they got all of the was there any others that you're really interested in?
How's the Firestorm going?
Firestorm is 44%. Kid Flash is 55. But this was a few days ago too.
It's fine enough. I reckon Kid Flash will win anyway, just because Firestorm's not.
I know, but the books that should win are the ones that you're not getting.
Yeah.
Or like different characters or stuff. I don't know. That's my opinion. But yeah, if you're a DC person, check it out. Have a vote. Some good books there.
And the problem is they got these concepts. They can just, if they want, they just make them a black label down the road.
Oh, for sure.
A mini series whenever they need a gap in something.
Well, especially if you don't have necessarily a creative team lined up. But if you're a writer and you're like, oh, I really like this Hawkman idea.
Yep.
Hey, DC, you might not have won, but I got a pitch for that.
Yeah. And Black Label lets you do whatever the hell you want. So
I'm sure Batgirls didn't. Oh, Robins. Oh, let's go Batgirls. I'm sure it's gonna spawn other stuff.
For sure.
Whatever wins.
For sure. Alrighty. Let's Nitin showed us a great new Hot Toys. We don't get Hot Toys much in the shop for a long time, but classic Loki from the Loki TV show.
It's Richard E. Grant.
My God.
So good.
Perfect likeness of Richard E. Grant.
It was so good.
Are you bringing up a picture?
I was trying to find it.
Is Dylan going to do it in his magic? Or
he's not going
to do shit.
I can.
Dylan?
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Oh, I thought you were going to share your screen. I thought it was going to be some almost professionalness.
Why would I do that? Look at that. It looks excellent.
It does.
It's the best Loki we got in the MCU. Goddamn, better than Tom Hiddleston, I tell you.
And it comes with some great accessories, including the
you can see the alligator in the middle there.
Couple of different heads.
Yes.
Wonder how much it's going to cost. Probably about
$1,000 Hot Toys.
Yeah,
they're expensive these days.
Just wait for a.
They're so good, but so expensive.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess you're paying for likeness rights.
Yeah, but I thought their prices went up very dramatically.
Yeah, but that's
a couple of years there.
Plastic.
And, to be honest, of course, their biggest problem though for me, for the shop, one reason why we stopped getting them in is they take so long.
Yes.
Like the movie's been out on Blu-ray for a year before the figure's even out. Like you show it when the movie's new and people are excited, but who cares? 18 months later. Yeah. And I get that's just the lead time, because they're doing it exactly. I get it, but I think it's something that hurts them. Dylan told us this week about new Ghostbusters video game by the people that made the Friday 13th
and the Predator.
It
looks so cool.
It sounds great. So you a team of 4 versus 1.
So you can either be the 4 ghosts, or you can 4 Ghostbusters, or you can be a ghost.
Yep.
That's cool.
So yeah,
it's got a voice of Andy Hudson and Dan Aykroyd both have the voices in it.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Couldn't pay Murray enough.
I don't think he would have done it unless he's down there keeping it secret, but I doubt it.
DLC.
He says no just to be difficult.
Yes. But it
Fair
looks
enough.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's fun.
Nah. We'll have to give that a shot for sure.
Mhm.
for sure.
Or I can watch you play maybe or something. I'm not going to kill any ghosts. Let's be honest. Not very
It's
good,
perfect.
though.
You can be the ghost.
Yeah, but then I'm just going to get
Make
caught.
it easy for us.
Yeah, I know. It'd be a quick trap. Done.
Remember what happened with Friday the 13th?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible, terrible.
Yeah, you got me because I suck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny just getting chased because he got stun locked and blocked the door. He couldn't
just-
get out.
Dave just hiding in the
Yeah.
cupboard
Maybe you'll see that
Spoilers,
one
guys.
day, people.
Yeah.
one day.
We should be making Dylan do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, danger room.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some TV talk.
Yeah.
Actually, first thing before we get into the big one, Obi-Wan moved back a couple of days, but double episode now. So its release date is moved back to Friday 27th of May. Yeah, 27th, but they're going to double up.
I wonder why. Did they
I have
Because
two
their
ep-
day was Wednesday for everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'll have 2
obviously.
days to bitch about, so that'll be good.
did they say why or just
Nah.
Right.
Scheduling.
Maybe.
What's that? There's no scheduling.
Yeah, but then maybe they got something else on. There's got to be a reason.
Oh, for sure.
Reshoots.
Well, they were Friday, and then they moved to Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Friday and they moved.
Yeah, back in the day it was, and then
Yeah.
they said it Wednesday for everything
Yeah.
because it worked so well for One Division. I think it was.
Oh,
Or
it just makes more sense midweek than a Friday night.
Yeah.
definitely makes better more
Yeah.
sense.
You'd be competing with like sport. So
Well,
Maybe
in
there ain't
America,
much
man,
going
you're
on.
competing with sport nearly all the time anyway. So it's really,
Yeah.
unless you do it on a Sunday during the day when there's 16 games of football on, there's always sport on.
oh well, midweek not really. I mean, yeah, like NBA,
Basketball,
NHL,
baseball,
yeah.
NHL. Do you want to keep going or?
But like all the college stuff happens on like a Saturday, so
Yes.
you're not really gonna put it on there because.
But no, they wouldn't.
Yeah,
They
no,
wouldn't.
and it's
Friday.
our day, so it's a day before for them.
So it still works.
So it'll be Thursday over there and a Tuesday over there.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I think it's
Thanks,
still.
Dave.
I think it's like still same day. It just starts at like 3 in the morning or something. 3 in the
Oh,
afternoon. or
really?
something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. When the streaming.
Like
time
when it
comes
goes live is a
through.
weird
Yeah,
time.
okay, fair
there.
enough.
I think to try to make it worldwide on the same day as much as possible, I guess. Something like that. But all right, Moon Knight. Let's get to it. What do you think?
Loved it.
Loved it.
Loved it.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah,
Oscar Isaac.
I'm
right?
not sold just yet.
Ah,
Yes.
Not many people can do what he did. He did. in
He
this
was great
episode.
in it.
Like
Mm.
you can't.
I've got my little qualms, but I still loved it. Like compared to. Yeah,
I'm trying to hold judgment until I see spoilers until I see Mark.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Mark Spector. Mark Spector is the Moon Knight, right? Stephen Grant, like my two biggest issues with it were I hated the Khonshu voice. That is terrible choice. Terrible.
Murray Abraham.
Yeah, he sounds too modern, too American for an ancient Egyptian god.
I've got no problems with the actual voice itself. I could handle that. It's just the fact that he's calling him an idiot and he's talking normal lingo speak that that
But
one
even
part I
the
didn't
voice
like.
just doesn't sound exotic or I don't know. It just sounds like I don't know. It sounds like
Sound like-
Venom.
Sound like Venom, yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't like the voice. And I would much the comic book nerd in me. I would much rather Steve Grant be Steve Grant, Playboy.
Yes.
The bumbling whatever, but I get it because he doesn't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. So I'm okay. I'll see how that plays out.
But that's one of the other things, the little issues I've got is how long has this been going on? Like, and hopefully we'll get a bit more down in the next issue. Like,
Yes.
you'd imagine the next episode would be definitely a Mark Spector back story on how it all
for sure.
came through. But yes, he's the bumbling idiot and like not idiot. I don't want to say idiot, but the bumbling fool. And he's going through all these psychological. But how long has this been going? Like, has he just been a wuss his whole life?
Yeah.
And then, like, we need a little bit more. If you're going to do Stephen Grant this way, we need a bit more to find out why and how it's happened this way.
Well, I guess
because-
Stephen Grant only existed for 6 months or so, is what I'm guessing.
Is that why he's leaving messages on his mum's
Yes,
phone
'cause
as
she don't
opposed to
exist.
actually
Yeah,
no one
there's
answering?
no
Yeah.
one on the other
Yeah.
Because like Mark's the real person and had been the real person until the break or whatever, and he's
It's
But
creative.
my problem with the other problem with the episode was, and I get it because that's the point. I was like, but we see none of the action.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
everything
Everything
was
was-
a little bit of the action at the
Yeah,
end.
but and I get that was the style that they were trying to, because you're lost and he's lost and he wakes up and it's all happened. And I get it, that was doing, but next episode you got to make up for it, and I got to see a lot of Mark Spector, Moon Knight kicking some ass. Otherwise,
Well, they did say it's going to be brutal, so you probably will get that. I think you
Yes.
can't just. The
no,
first
that's why I'm
episode
trying
is
to hold
set up.
judgment.
Definitely, because I think that's exactly what we're going to get, the birth of Moon Knight, of him creating. And in all honesty, like, I think we're going to get maybe like a better version of what they did in that Venom book, where they went back through, like, we're going to see the Mark Spector side of what we just saw in that last episode. So we will see that violence, plus we'll see the
I don't know about that. There's only 6 episodes. You
Yeah,
can't.
I don't think
you
you'll
can't.
get that episode again.
No.
Not
think
I
it'll
don't mean the whole episode.
no,
I might get.
yes.
I mean, you get some shots in of what Mark was saying during, like, maybe a couple of those bits, and then have him as his special ops stuff as well.
But yeah, like, it's fine. Like, there's a lot of potential. But it didn't quite wow me. Didn't quite wow me. But like I said, I haven't seen Mark Spector yet. So until I see Mark Spector,
Yeah,
because all the mirror stuff and the alt personality stuff was excellent, and like chaining himself to the bed, and some of the shots, the puddle
that mirror,
shot,
the mirror stuff in the museum, not in the bathroom, but in the museum when he's walking and he sees
he stops.
he sees the hound walking past, so he stops and looks back. That was excellent.
Yep.
Do you think though, like, if he's prepared, putting the sand around the bed, putting a thing, like, he could check his phone whenever he wakes up and see what time it is, you know, like, because when he's doing
it doesn't look like he's got a smartphone. It looks like he's just got a old school flip phone.
yeah,
thing.
well, that should still be able to tell the date, right? Like,
yeah, like the date bit where
yeah,
he
the
misses the
date bit.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
but
It's like,
dude-
it's Sunday. It's like, well, you could at least check.
But he went to sleep and he woke up. He doesn't realize Days is missing.
I understand, but the date's
But
at night. What, did you sit around all day?
He'd have that knowledge, like, because why else is he sealing himself in, you know? And
I kind of expected the pet shop girl to say something about his accent, because I'm guessing when he was in there the day before, he was talking as Mark.
Someone else, yep.
But again, that probably would have given too much other stuff away at the time.
I thought Ethan Hawke's character and the whole scales was very cool.
Well, even the beginning, the first thing you see is just the glass in the shoe.
Oh man,
I
yeah.
was like, oh, come on.
Which was
screw it.
all Ethan Hawke's idea. He
Crazy.
wanted. He had that scene, and he came and said he wrote it all through and said we could do it this way. And I'm like, holy hell, that's really cool. So
I thought it was very interesting. The first scene is the villain,
Yes.
especially in a show where I talk to people during the week that this is the first fresh one out of the
Yes.
Disney Plus shows.
Yes.
Everybody else, we knew the character. Like, all right, Hawkeye, maybe not Kate Bishop, but you knew who Clint was.
Yeah.
Yeah, One Division, Cap,
Yep.
Falcon. You knew, like, this is fresh.
Mm.
Because we had a few people come in during the week and that had no idea about Moon Knight comics, never read it, and they were like, I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, you're not
Good,
supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you know what it's like reading the Moon Knight book
yeah.
sometimes.
That's the point. But I thought that was great to hear that was such the reaction. It was like, whoa. I was like, and because he's lost, so you're lost.
Yeah.
Um,
It wasn't a werewolf that he was beaten up, which
No.
was a bit
No, it was like a
disappointing,
death hound.
yeah.
yeah, so it's all Egyptian themed, so that's
Yeah.
you know.
Mate, it fits, but you're like, give me a
Yeah.
werewolf.
Did you see the bit with the QR code?
Oh,
So the QR code that was on the wall in the museum, if you paused it and scanned it, you got Werewolf by Night issue 1 or 32, which was first appearance, which is pretty damn cool.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool, right?
And there's talk there might be one in each. I don't know,
Yeah.
Which was pretty crazy. I as I said, I really enjoyed it. I watched it again, and what I also got quite a bit out of it was the songs that they used in it. And I actually went through and I was shazamming as the episode was going. So the first song when it starts is "Every Little Grain of Sand" by Bob Dylan, which I thought was cool with everything that's going on with it. And then the song where it's talking about "When I Wake Up," that's "Man Without Love" by Engelbert Humperdinck. And then there's another song that's a bit more electronic, and it's called "Made in Egypt" by the Arab Trap, which I thought was really cool. And then you got "Wake Me Up Before You Go" by Wham.
Yeah.
And then the song that's playing in the background when he's waiting at that restaurant scene with the steaks, It's Balam Mayak by Najit Sangria, which translates to "I saw you in my dreams." So everything that they did lined up beautifully. I just love those little extra touches, and when they can sync that stuff up with what's going on in the kind of like with what they do with Baby Driver. I love that kind of stuff. So yeah, I thought that was really, really, really cool. Some other little things I picked up that I thought was really cool. In the closing credits, when they show Oscar Isaac's face, it's kind of cut in three with those three split personalities. So that gives me a lot of hope we're going to see the third one by the end of the first season. There's a really cool sand.
No, the third could just be Moon Knight.
No.
But we're getting two Moon Knights. We're getting Moon Knight and Mr. Knight, so maybe not.
Yeah, maybe. There's a landscape scene of the sand, which if you have a look at the dune, it's like Khonshu's head.
Yeah, really, that was cool. Great when you showed me that.
Yeah. What else? Oh, the phone. When he gets the phone, it's Leia and oh, that was awesome.
That was my favorite bit of the episode. Like, oh.
Frenchie. And then in the credits as well, seeing that the statue guy was Crawley. His name was Crawley in the credits. So that was really, really cool as well, where he's full debrief and everything with him. And we've definitely seen some more of that come down the track too. So it's got its little issues. Probably like you said, the biggest issue is that voice. But the bounding voice, I did like the way Khonshu looked and everything. The way he was bounding towards the elevator was phenomenal. Even when he was standing behind him and they had the little hair, which you saw from the Smallwood Lemire run. Yeah. When they were, just so damn cool.
That's why I thought the voice just didn't fit. Because he looks so, what is that? And then the voice just sounds so normal.
But the big bounding voice I could handle, but it's just the way he speaks. If it was a little bit more old school, that would have been perfect. But now enjoyed enough to watch it twice. What I was shocked at, and it is stupid internet, and I shouldn't have read it anyway, but people were bitching that it was boring. I'm like, how could you find that episode boring?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It boring. Really good pace. There was a lot of shit going on, and
I don't understand how you can't be at least intrigued.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know anything, you'd be like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I'm back next week.
Yeah, go watch Halo episode 2 if you want. Boring.
Stay tuned for next week.
Yes, Dylan, where are you?
Dylan, you need to come back.
I watched 2 episodes of that rubbish last night. No, there's some good bits, but yeah.
So it means I'm going to be subjected to 3 episodes this week.
Oh, bro, man, like I don't know. Yes,
we'll see.
Yes.
Morbius came out. None of us watched it.
No, I was going to last night. I was and I was like, I just
don't give it your money. No.
Morbius or Halo. I was like, fine, I'll watch Halo because that's fun.
It's on my lounge.
And well, I'm not sure if I made a right decision. The Big Cheese sent me a message at about 8:30 this morning saying he went to watch Morbius last night and
he loved it.
The quote exactly was.
Please,
hang on.
Please, because I've seen some good posters. Instead of Morbius, it was more BS, which was quite funny. And then the other one where it's got the smash car door window. It's like I had 2 tickets to Morbius. They smashed it and left 4.
Watch Morbius last night. What a waste of 2 hours. It was so shit. So it might be good.
Yeah, so we'll come by that scale.
Yeah. I read today that the 2 people that wrote Morbius are now writing a Madam Web. So hopefully that was April Fool's.
Well, Adam was in telling me their previous writing credits are such luminaries as Gods of Egypt and like he named 3 movies. I'm like, how are these people getting jobs?
Oh wow.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, Moon Knight was good.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to episode 2. See how it goes. All right.
Look, if you did watch Morbius, let us know what your thoughts were on it in the comment section, please.
I had a couple of people this week telling me it was good. One of our standing order, Steve, he was in and he's like, it was, he's like, it was much better than the 2 Venom movies. So I was like, okay.
Wow.
So that's not, it's not a.
No, it's not, but it gave me a good idea where it lies.
And look, if you've been down in the dumps a little bit recently and you need a smile and a giggle, just maybe Google what Jared Leto wore to the premiere, because he's literally showing more cleavage than the girls next to him. And he's got Robert Pattinson's black eye makeup from Batman. It is hilarious. He's such a douche, that guy.
He's the biggest drawback for me to go watch him.
Oh, 100%.
Like, the shitness doesn't bother me if it's shit. Or
No.
it's
Him.
or they're not. Him. He's the.
Yeah.
It's hard to get over.
It's, how is my favorite scene with him still getting his face pummeled by Brad Pitt in Fight Club? Jesus.
What's the meme of like Darth Maul with his twin lightsaber? That's got Jared Leto and one's like worst DC movie, worst Marvel movie.
Love it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's good.
Alrighty, I think that about brings us to film flashback of the week.
Yep.
Huh?
Yes. I struggled in bits and pieces to stay awake.
I'm going to steal a line.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm going to steal a line from you. How did this kids movie get so boring?
Yes, it's not bad, but it's just boring at times for a kids cartoon.
I don't
These
know.
people punchy. I like the story. Like the plot was cool. I loved all the voices.
Couldn't agree more.
Not so
Wasted
much
voice talent a little
good,
bit.
but geez, it need to pick up the pace or
Need more John Goodman.
something.
Yeah, John Goodman's excellent.
Yeah. And I reckon the game probably
wasted.
would be a hell of a lot better than the movie, to be honest.
Oh
It
yeah.
is 100%.
Yeah, I thought it
Like
would
I
be.
like the movie, but just because I like the games.
Yeah.
And the way I saw it is like it's just cutscenes joined together,
Yes.
and I've played the levels in between.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
So it is based on the game, pretty
Well,
much.
no, the story is essentially the first game.
But you can't get any more, can you? Like, unless you have a PlayStation 2. Like that,
True. I
the
think
one that's
they-
downloadable on PlayStation Store is the remake new one, isn't it?
The one on
From-
PlayStation Store is the game based on the movie. So this
What?
cutscene and stuff in the game is from the movie. So when they released that game, it was like sort of tying into the movie.
Right.
Sure. Because the
And
movie
it's
was
just-
a PlayStation Store sort of original thing, right?
Right.
They're
Yeah.
trying to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm
And
still
like
confused.
and the game is the first. The movie's the first game, so it's just a sort of
A revamp.
Remake,
Yeah.
sort of.
revamp of the first game. So
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
not
well, that's why I
gonna-
didn't buy it, because I wanted the first game. But I'm not going to be able to get that.
Yeah. it is essentially the same.
Okay.
But
So I bought the
I
Warriors
enjoyed
instead.
the movie because the second time I watched it, which is for this, like it was on in the background.
Yep.
Let's just say.
Yep.
Like it can be boring. I get that because it's not really much happens. But
Hmm.
I first saw it when I first saw it, I liked it just because I love the Ratchet and Clank games.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it was just a nice and like the game, the humor from the games is in it and
Yep.
all of that, all the Ratchet and Clank and all the other some of the voices from the same. Like Giamatti wasn't Jim and Drek in the game,
Sure.
but most of the other voices are the same. Like Captain Walker's same voice, so all of that stuff is cool. But I see what you mean. Like it's not.
Yeah, because like, I
Exciting?
like it starts and you're like, okay, I get what's going on, but yeah, I was laying there fighting the nods.
If they
And
expanded
like this is like 7
the
o'clock. It's not like late or anything. I'm like, I gotta sit up.
if they expanded the selection bit to where they do like trials and compete against each other or something, and then like Ratchet has this false hope of like, yeah, I outsmarted them, and then and then you get shot down hard, then would have been a bit more better that way. But yeah,
Because the story was good, and like I liked the characters. Like Ratchet was cool. And like there's heart to the story and stuff. It's just so dull at times.
Yeah, no, that's
It followed a lot of the normal tropes, unfortunately, which like the Rosario Dawson character and Clank being the nerds and you just don't listen to them at all and that kind of shit. Which I was a little bit different to what I expected. I expected them to be like I expected it more to be like a I don't want to say buddy cop thing, but you know what I mean. I expected them to be working together as opposed to the way it kind of eventuated.
But in the game they do. Ratchet and Clank do.
I should
not
not.
yeah. They're sort of changing up for the movie.
I was gonna ask. So you play in the game. You're Ratchet, right?
Yeah, you're
And then
Ratchet
what,
and Clank. Clank's on
In
your back.
certain, yeah.
No,
he does
Clank's
certain
on your
things?
back.
Yeah,
he
but like
can do
so,
some certain things.
yeah,
and he's got
you
like
take off and you control him to get through.
certain bits. Yeah, Clank does, and he's
So
like
he's the-
helicopter, so you can do like a glide jump with it. He's helicopter.
Oh,
bit.
okay. So you can do things with Ratchet
Yeah.
as okay. So it's
Yeah.
not like Mary Jane levels in Spider-Man.
No. There are like solo Ratchet levels, but that's like because he's small and
They're
he's
still yeah, of course.
what came first, that or Banjo Kazooie?
I
I'd
think
say Banjo.
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 Yeah, it was
Well, they're
Nintendo
they were
64,
close.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Ratchet and Clank was PlayStation, right?
Two.
yeah. Two.
2? Oh, okay.
Two.
All right. Cool.
Like, I was still happy with my choice because I didn't want to watch another terrible live action
Thank you.
video game movie.
Thank you.
So, like, even though it was a bit boring at times, I was still okay with my choice.
Oh, it's still better than Matt Damon.
Um,
Bloody oath.
Yeah. Yes.
But I
But
started.
just
Yeah,
dull.
go.
Just dumb.
I fell asleep in Street Fighter, Dave.
What?
Yeah, it was late.
Outrageous.
Outrageous indeed.
Like, the
I'll
problem
try
is
it again.
that Street Fighter 2 is like the best. It's just the best.
Mhm.
Like, it
Mhm.
probably is.
But you've fallen asleep in it. So.
It was midnight, man. It was late. I thought I'd just chuck it on.
Don't watch at midnight.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'll give another go.
All right.
All right, scores. What do we give Ratchet and Clank?
7, just because of my love of Ratchet and Clank.
I
6?
5.5.
I think
I'll go
I was like,
6.
I was like, probably have to go 6.
There's nothing wrong with it. But
Yeah,
it's nothing.
5 seems a bit too middle of the road, but that's probably very fair because that's about what the movie was.
5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 6.
Well,
It had some good voice talent, but yeah, there's not much to it.
so
What a terrible round. Video games, terrible
who
round.
chose that shit?
Killer.
Yeah, well, no.
Shit.
No, that's all right. So we move on to Dave is the next choice.
All right. Let me see what I got. I will turn the view.
Oh,
I think you just
show
told
and
us.
tell.
It's a
Here we
show
go.
and tell.
I wish you had no pants on.
I got a
God, I
horse.
wish you had no pants on.
Nay, nay.
Me
Yeah.
too, but what can I say? All right.
Didn't you leave to the other way? Anyway,
We walked around the table.
I hope
Boo.
I hope it's here.
of course it's there.
No, okay, found it. Cool. Do I want
Suspense is
this
killing
one?
us, Dave.
Do I want this one instead?
Good to
You
see you
take my-
prepared.
Don't you take my movie, you prick. I don't have too many.
We're gonna.
Okay, I'll
Pick
leave.
the one you said before.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so you tell us what the round is first, then, Dave.
So round is anime. Yeah, Japanese animated films. It's a bit hard because like good Japanese animation is really just episodic, but movies they're a bit different. So I'm gonna choose Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away. Yay.
Nice.
Won an Academy Award, made the Academy actually change their criteria for an animated film, because otherwise these would win every year. But yeah, you can no longer. I think you can't pick a Japanese animated film in the animated category for the Academy Awards now, just because of this film.
That seems.
Seems
Bullshit.
unfair.
Yep.
Wow.
But
So
I'm
do
pretty
they
sure
have
it
their
did
own-
something like that. It did something like that. So
Because are they like they're never going to win the foreign film award? Because
So where did-
the Academy is a scam, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Scam.
So where do they go
It
then?
is.
Do they have their own category, or they just?
Foreign film is
I'm
where
not
they'd be
sure,
big, but they're never
yeah.
going to win that because they're snobs.
I think they might have changed it to like animated foreign film or something like that, or I don't know. But yeah,
It just reeks that Disney and DreamWorks were like, hey.
all I know
Wait,
is
we-
after
We
this,
can't have this.
anime couldn't win like animated feature film
That
awards.
makes no sense,
I feel.
Mark.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah. I'm sure it's probably changed since then, but yeah. Anyway,
Oh, no, I'm
Spirited
sure it
Away.
probably hasn't because they're crooked.
On
Um,
Netflix.
There's a nice little documentary at the back as well. It's a beautiful film.
You're gonna lend
it's-
the DVD to
Yeah,
everyone that's
yeah.
listening and watching, Dave. It's on Netflix, and that's the best we can do, champion.
Yeah. I've
But if you
watched
want to
this.
buy the DVD, that special edition that Dave's holding, then you're gonna get whatever he's gonna talk about now.
Yeah. I've watched this so many times that it almost puts me to sleep now. It's like white noise. It's one of those films that you know,
Yeah.
like you've watched it
Just-
so many
yeah.
times. It's just
Just makes me want to eat. The
Eat?
beast.
The
Yeah.
animation,
Yeah.
food animation,
The
in
food
anime
animation
is insane. Just highly
Yeah.
detailed. they spend more time on that than the other things.
Let him go for a steam bath.
Yeah, she's eating like a bun there anyway. Yeah. Now I want pork buns.
Yeah, I cannot lie.
Spirit,
yeah.
I'm after you, so we'll have to pick. Anyway,
Yeah, so anime, Japanese animated films.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I never watched it, so
Amateur? Oh, that'd be good.
no.
Interesting. Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's beautiful. Can be slightly on the boring end, but
Little
it's more about the storytelling than
Yeah.
anything else, you know.
I went to Cinema Paris at Fox Studios to see that at the movies
oh, look out.
back in the day. Yeah, that's how cultured I am.
It's one of the first like Japanese anime films that had like really, really good dub
Yes.
acting. You
Mm.
know, like usually most of them are
Yeah,
crap.
yeah, cheap.
but
Yeah.
I think this is the very like the gateway, the first one that actually did it all good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because it was, very much, always thought made for a Western audience.
Yeah,
mind.
mainstream release, definitely. So they had to do that.
Jeez, what year was this? Oh, 2001. Okay.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Spirited Away. Netflix.
Another thing I just want to throw out there, I watched it's on Amazon. I watched
Yes.
the Addams Family animated
It's good.
cartoon. It's hilarious. I'm
Yeah.
not a massive fan of Charlize's
Yes.
voice, but Oscar Isaac's Gomez is excellent. Once
so
again,
good.
Oscar Isaac killing it. But yeah, the puns and the double entendres and everything that is in that film is excellent. Nick,
I really
if you
liked
haven't
it.
seen it, you need to watch it.
it's on the list.
Yeah,
You know what I liked probably the most about is the designs, going back to like the comics sort of
The
strip.
pro Charles
Very
Adams.
much
Yes, like they
Oh.
look great.
Sorry, the only other voice I didn't like was Wolfgang Wolfhouse, and where he's the kid, Finn Wolfhouse. Dude,
Oh, yeah.
you're playing a chubby little kid. Speak like a chubby little kid. Don't speak like a skinny little rat. Yeah, it really, that turned me off. Besides that,
Blow those cheeks out.
yes, exactly. Nick Kroll's Uncle Fester was pretty funny too.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, really. And there's a second one out, but it says rent or buy, so I'm waiting for it to say
So
Prime.
I was so close. Yeah, I watched it at home. I was like, I nearly went to go watch the second one, but I think it was coming out when things were not so great. And I was like, I
Yeah,
don't need to go to the movies to watch that.
yeah.
Get Corona for that.
Yeah, so that was really fun. It's on Amazon, so
I agree. Very good.
Oh, and the other one I wanted to talk about just quickly because I was on the
I
plane.
ain't got nothing. We go.
The Death of Stalin. It's not anything to do with comic books, but it is an awesome dark black comedy. I think it's on Stan, if I remember rightly. I watched it on the plane. It's absolutely hilarious and quite poignant with what's going on overseas at the moment too. So yeah, definitely worth a watch.
Sounds good. All
I
right.
think we're done.
Let's
Miss you,
go.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Do the danger room stuff, Dylan.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
Hope you get better soon, dude. You too, Nitin.
Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
All
Let us know if you need anything.
Yeah.
I don't know
no
what I'm gonna do, but
You can ring one of
It's
us
all
and we can get it.
yeah.
I'll read you a comic if you want.
I can read my own comic.
Hey, charger.
Yeah, I have to charge you though.
Yeah.
But okay, reading the comic, are you gonna act out the scenes as well?
I'll do
Have to-
voices.
Kind
I'll
of have
do
to be
voices.
FaceTime, wouldn't it?
No,
So
but
can
you
see
gotta
the page.
explain. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I get.
it's a visual medium.
It's
I'll try
fine,
to.
mate.
I'll try to find a script and just go scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. This is also an audio medium where I kind of realized once I held up Oswald's body, no one that was listening knew what the hell I was talking about. So
yeah.
we
you
said
get
it a little
that.
bit later, but you know, if they're expecting professionalism from this, they're expecting.
Oh,
Right,
fair
you're
enough.
listening to the wrong
Yeah,
place.
we're
Especially from
55
last
episodes
week.
into wasting your
Oh.
time. So
Especially last week.
episode 55, by the way,
Right.
guys, we've enjoyed it.
Last week at least was a nice short one.
Yeah, true.
Back to long this week probably. All right, see you next week. Maybe
See you
back
next
in
week.
person, or maybe not. It might not be. We'll just see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.